Happy Anniversary is a double length episode. This is the first episode of the 10th season of Arthur, and I have to say I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. It's not terrible, but usually when there's a double length and the whole narrative takes up the whole 30 minutes or thereabouts, it's usually because it's something special and quite interesting. But this one just didn't appeal to me too much. That obviously it focuses on their parents' anniversary, which I'll talk about in a moment, but there's a running theme throughout this about looking at things from a different perspective, and that's something Mr. Ratburn's class is doing. And it talks about how close up with a magnifying glass or a microscope an ant might look terrifying. You zoom out and actually it's not so bad. And that aspect of it is thought provoking, but I feel like they could have done more with it. And I feel like they could have made that more of the focus, and I don't think that message was as clear as it could have been, especially as they had a double length to actually be able to portray that message. The other aspect, of course, and the main focus is the fact that it's their parents' 10th wedding anniversary. And the plan is DW is going to be staying at Thora's, and Arthur's going to Buster's house for a sleepover, and they're going to be watching the Bionic Bunny special, and they're very excited about this. Obviously, their parents are going out for a romantic evening to celebrate their anniversary, but something goes wrong, and nothing too horrendous, but it means that it looks like they're not going to be able to make the reservation. Arthur might not be able to get to Buster's house for watching Bionic Bunny regardless, and DW's trying to find her parents the perfect anniversary gift, and she's not having much luck with that either. So there are various problems for each of the characters, and it does allow them to have an opportunity to have a different perspective on things and maybe change things around. So maybe things are not what you expected, but it doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Honestly, I felt like it was really boring. Not that, I mean, if it was a normal 15-minute episode, it wouldn't have been too bad. It would have been a normal run-of-the-mill episode, and it would have been fine. But because it was the length of the whole episode, and I was expecting something more interesting or fascinating or moving or emotional, maybe I was wrong to think that. But up until this point, any double feature has been like that, and it just wasn't. It wasn't that interesting. Not a lot happened. The whole dramatizing the radio play, I won't say exactly how they were listening to a radio play or what the significance is, but I feel like they did that because they're just, well, it really felt to me like they were animating that radio play because there wasn't enough substance otherwise to make a full double feature. And that's something that I kind of immediately thought, okay, they're doing this because they haven't got enough material to make it an interesting episode. So I really didn't love it. I didn't hate it, but I guess I just was expecting more because they were taking up two segments in a full episode, and I just didn't think it was that moving, and I don't feel like the messages in it were as clear as they could have been, especially as they had more time to deliver those messages. Obviously, nothing wrong with the quality of the voice acting or the animation quality, all of that's absolutely fine. I just feel like the narrative was definitely lacking something.